Yeah.
Hello and welcome to round one of the ANZ Summer Series powered by the BMG Motor Group. Burley Motor Group, that is. Thanks, Nick, for jumping on board again. We are really, speaking of jumping in the deep end this series. We've got 9 rounds, 4 different disciplines over 9 weeks in the lead up to Christmas. It's going to be hot, it's going to be sweaty, and to be the best at this BMG Summer Series, you need to conquer the road racing, oval racing, oval racing, dirt racing as well. 4 different disciplines over 9 weeks is going to be awesome. I'm your host tonight, Aaron Obersteller, and joining me for the first time, and we all know how first times can go, the loose goose, Mitch Patterson. Good evening and welcome.
Man, I'm so excited. You and I have been, circling the drain of each other for a little while, but the gravity has finally pulled us together, and here we are. I'm just going to jump the gun and say this is Australia's premier casting team. I'm just going to stick it out there already.
Oh, thank you very much for that. I thought the same thing. Speaking of premier casting, it looks like Connor Nixon's been... let's see if he's on track at the moment. I think he's been put out on track. And there he is! He's really worked on the livery tonight, ready for round 1 of this series. Hey, just getting on with this series, we'll leave him up there up here tonight. Not many series have been done like this. There's been a few in the past where free car, free track combination for the whole 9 weeks, except for Bathurst, but who was that spinning out in the background? So it's really going to test these drivers. You can't just be the best road driver in Australia. You need to be the best at everything. It's going to be great.
That's one of the things that I've really liked about when we were originally talking about, what are we going to do for this series. There was a lot of back and forths about, exactly what the discipline was going to be, what we were going to be doing. Even the name went backwards and forwards, and then we ended up on this absolute mixed bag of a season. Free cars and track combinations across multiple disciplines. I'm so excited for what this brings. We know that we've got guys that are quick on ovals. We know we've got guys that are quick on tracks. We know we've got guys that are quick in certain types of cars. But we're really going to see who is the best racer.
You say we got guys here, guys there, guys everywhere. No females at all. Absolute sausage fest in here, and it has been like this for a few seasons now. So, any of you ladies out there watching, please jump in and give it a go. These guys are harmless. Okay, so that's Connor Nixon coming out of the pits.
Especially Connor Nixon. He is especially harmless. He's not capable of harming anyone.
All right, let's stop bashing Connor. Let's go through a few names out there. We've got 10 minutes left in practice before we get into our sharp, short 10-minute qualifying. I love this whole setup. We're going to have a 10-minute qualifying followed by a 15-minute race to the grid, and then we're going to have our 40-minute actual race. So the format is awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. None of this reverse grid stuff. We're just going to get the best guys racing the best guys all night long. So let's go.
Did you just assume their genders?
I did, sorry. Kenny, I'm just trying to work out his in the 57 machine there. He's on screen now. That is an awesome looking livery.
Mr. Economist, yeah, he's got the best time in practice at the moment. He's about a 10th up on Christensen, and we watched Economos and Christensen trade laps all season last season across multiple disciplines. And we know Kenny's fast.
Kenny's quick.
Amongst
as far as
the very best of racers.
Yeah, as far as a racer goes, no matter what you put him in, he's going to be quick. So we saw that in the 86s. He was there or thereabouts nearly all the time. And when he was on, oh my God, he was on. In those Formula Fords we saw him getting around it. Holy moly, he was quick around that nose. And these cars are going to be no different.
You know what aggravated me the most about Kenny? So, for anyone that's listening that doesn't know exactly who Kenny is, Kenny is a former world champion for Gran Turismo, which is just a huge, massive claim to have, right? But this guy would routinely turn up without practicing. He turned up for a car and track combination that he had never raced in before. He's like, oh, I've never done this car before, and he just turns up. I think it was the Formula Ford at like Bathurst or something last season. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've never done it before," and he's trading fastest laps.
He was
all
trading
through
paint with
qualifying.
most of the guys out there that have
Been
that have a thing or two.
hundreds of laps on that specific combination who've been practicing all week, and he just rocks up out of nowhere, sets a lap that is P2, and then is battling the whole time for P1.
By the way, I've already got Benny in here getting up me about the liveries. Yes, that is an ANZ E-Series livery, and yes, it looks awesome. Moving right along, we've got to get through some guys. We spent 2 minutes on Kenny. That's way too much time. Jamie Christensen, where's he on track right now? He's coming through into turn 1. Oh, I like the... and he's given that a bit of a nudge on the outside. Car looks amazing, a 38 machine. That was turn 1. Coming into turn 2, a big right-hander into another right-hander, and he's still turning right, and we might go on to someone else. Good luck to Jamie Christensen. He's got the... he's in P2 at the moment in the practice session. He's done a 117.5. Oh, you can see that on the screen. Never mind. The wobbler,
Yeah, that's
Tyson.
not quite how you do that, is it?
Yeah. Tyson Hamner. I've given him so much crap over many series. I won't do that this time, alright? There's no mention of the wobbler for this man on track tonight. And wow, that Vermilion setup with the BMG logo on the top. Ooh wee, that looks
gorgeous,
nice.
isn't it? The way that
Yeah,
the red fades through into the black, incredible. That's one of my favorite liveries.
They've done a really good job with this. I mean, this is a free series, and I can tell you, I think they've spent a bit of money on these liveries.
There's definitely been a little bit of a time investment in those. That's for sure.
This was supposed to be like the whole point. Anyone that's listening at home, and we wanted this to be an inflation-beating series. Everything costs heaps right now, and this one doesn't cost a cent unless you spend $80 on a livery. Fitzroy Beaumont, he's out there in the other Vermilion in the car. I'm going through the order. He's done a 117.9. These guys are really close in times. Kenny Conomus has done a 117.4 in practice, and he's on a 117.9. You have to get all the way down into P6 before you go into the 18. So everyone's putting on some good shows.
Yeah, look. So I love me some Beaumont, right?
Oh, you do?
I do. Fitzroy and I, we go back years and years. We were Dota players together. We have a very good relationship.
Look, the guys. Sorry if you have to listen to this. He plays another game. We don't have to worry about that. This is iRacing.
Yes,
yeah, go on. You played Dota together. Yeah,
we played Dota together. We came up together. And it was actually because of Mr. Beaumont himself that I'm here. I've met this man's mother, who's a lovely, lovely woman. And if we're lucky, she will even be in chat because she's normally here. So,
hang on. Are you Fitz's dad?
Look, I'm not saying I'm not. There is
well,
somewhat
that
of an
explains
age
a
difference.
lot of the tension that's between you two. So, moving on to...
I love Fitzroy.
Oh, look at this. Oliver Patterson's out there. We'll get a really good look at this livery. OP is back, and he's been here for all the series, and he keeps turning up, and he keeps putting on really good... Actually, he'll be right at home in this car, because he's a good driver of the supercar. This car's very similar. Similar to a supercar, but you've got all the...
You're right, it's got that torque
control.
and weight, right?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Stay calm, boys and girls.
Smooth.
It's very smooth.
And OP and I share a little bit as well. OP and I share a last name and a suburb, apparently. We were talking about this before. No, we're not related. Though I did once threaten to seduce his mother and ban him from racing.
Okay, all right. Connor Nixon has found himself back in the pits again. He's pushing the boundaries. I want to see what his lap times have been like. He's going to be quick when it comes to racing. He might use qualifying as a bit of a guide to see where he's going to be, and probably that first 15 minutes as well. I know what he's like. He jumps in the seat and he's quick. Same with commentating. He doesn't do anything before we go live. He just wings it. Pretty much what we're doing tonight, to be honest.
I'm a big fan of winging it.
Yeah, wing it. Just fake it till you make it. Jacob O'Reilly is on track right now. In the other Vermilion entry. I think he's a new member to Vermilion Motorsports. and he's jumped on board that livery too, and I would too if I was jumping out there. That car looks amazing. So we'll see what Jacob can do. He's P7 at the moment. We've got a field of about 15, so not bad. Right there in snug in the middle. I wanted to jump on board with Sean Doyle, but I think he is either in the pits or
MIA at the moment, at least.
Yeah, he's MIA and he's.
But I know we don't have him here, but let's talk about Sean anyway, because I feel like Sean definitely deserves a little bit of airtime.
Well, his Mrs. Doyle will be on tonight. Maybe that's what he's doing. He's down there getting the TV sorted for her.
That's right. You mean Mrs. Doyle? I think you mean Mama Doyle.
Oh, Mama Doyle, Mrs. Doyle. Yeah, two different things. Oh, by the way, Jamie Christensen just went to the top on a 117.2. Oh, that's quick.
That's a big difference. That's
yeah, that is. He's done 2/10.
4/10.
No, 2/10. 2/10 off Kenny's time.
No, I mean
so
he shaved 4 off his own time.
Oh, off his own time. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, these guys are going to be finding pace all night.
All teams qualifying beginning in 3 minutes.
And 4/10 is a lot of time to find, especially at this level of competition.
That's pretty good. I left that the broadcaster on there. It's not the broadcaster. That's the dulcet tones of Joshua Horton that you just heard in race control. We'll be listening to him. We'll see what he can do at the start of this race as well. Hopefully, he doesn't have too many niggles at the start. Curtis Bird, where's he? Is he on track? There he is.
Curtis.
Oh, no. Okay. Now he's one of our sponsors. He's predominantly a Whitey's Pie boy, and that's how we know him. But Burb, that's his livery that he's made. If you need to get any liveries made, RSW Graphics is one of them. Burb Racing as well. He's not only my fan favourite, but he's also doing a lot for the league as well. So thanks, Curtis, for jumping in, and that livery looks spectacular. Oh, who's that? Jamie Christian did it 117.1. He is on fire.
Are you telling me that man just found another 2/10 on that time?
No, he just found a 10th. Yeah, let's call it a 10th and a half. Pretty quick. Curtis, but yeah, so we can't really get a really good shot of this car, but it is the Whitey's Pied. It's a retro-inspired livery which he's gone for. Beautiful. I love seeing that on track. Shane Patterson is... Oh, can you see what I can see? He's in the pits, but I can see... Oh, I can't get a good picture of it, but that's something new to the series, for the summer series. We got the BMG ANZ safety truck, I guess you'd call it. And what's annoying to me is he's put safety car on the front of that. We'll have to go back to the drawing board on that one. Scotty Two Halves in the pits with 1 minute to go. Orlando Black in the pits, in the black livery too. Excellent, Orlando, I love that. David Atkinson. Oh, the Blue Emu. Hopefully get back out on track and we get to see him. And Steve Vella in a Bathurst winning livery. Oh, and he's just finding his legs, I think, in this car.
Steve Vella I'm not familiar with that name. Maybe he didn't race in my series, but is he new?
No, he wasn't in the Formula Fords or the GT series, because apparently the commentators there were awful. I'm not sure. That was just his words.
Look, that's just it's conjecture. I have it on really good authority that they were actually the best.
Oh, well, okay.
Yes.
We'll just agree to disagree. That's fine.
It's okay to be wrong.
It is. Steve Vella 2 is Steve Vella's son, apparently. Okay. Well, is he called Steve? Ben, can you help us out here? Like, is Steve Vella's son Steve Vella 2? That's weird that I said that.
Which one is this? Which one is the son and which one is the father? Right? That's what we're trying to work out.
Look at the rear brakes on that thing, glowing.
They are.
Oh, here we go. We're going
hot.
straight into qualifying. So I should tell you guys, if you haven't already noticed, we're at Charlotte Motor Speedway at the Roval. We're at the older style Roval track, where when you come onto the back here, who's jumping out of pits here?
That'll be Vella.
Oh, so Orlando Patterson's
Vella,
gone out
Patterson,
there first.
Hanmar, Bird.
Now, for all of you guys at home that haven't seen it before, we've got some new overlays. What I'll show you right now, hopefully this works. Oh, it's working. Oh my god, I love it when things work. The pots and pans are safe with us tonight. So, on screen there, you're going to see throttle response, a bit of brake. We're going to see RPM and kilometers an hour, what they're doing. all information that's going to be fantastic. I'll try and get some sector times up for everyone as well, but all new things on the pots and pans. Ben Faulkner has said his account will be renamed for the next one. He jumped in last second. Okay, well, yeah, fantastic. Oh, wow. Oh, Bryce,
I am going to say,
away.
those overlays, oh, look at that.
Yeah, big bump
Simultaneous pirouettes, that's gorgeous. It's a dance.
Oh, see, cold tyres, you probably find that... No, he's got through there, right. Shea Patterson has found his way through the tricky chicane, and he'll be the first one, actually, that's going to be on a lap. So we might jump on board with him. I'll see if I can get some more information about this sector time. So this is going through the last little chicane, back up here into the start finish as he goes for a hot lap around Charlotte. Oh, Ben Nothling, welcome. Oh, hang on, Ben, I didn't even read that. Here's for the unnecessary technology wankery. Come on, mate. Gee whiz. We enjoy this stuff here. This stuff is just... get myself into it. Let's go.
He's here for it. He is here for it. That's what he's saying.
Oh.
He's supporting us.
Oh, I see. Okay, I take it all back. I mean, he did say wankery. So anyway.
Yeah, but everyone loves a wank.
Hey, thank you for joining, Ben. We'll try and make it as entertaining as we can. We did see something yesterday that wasn't as entertaining, but we'll see what we can do tonight. Now, let's see what I can get up here for you guys to watch. Can we get some sector times?
So I just quickly want to talk about this.
Yes.
Is this a father-son duo that we have?
Father-son duo with Shane Patterson and Oliver Patterson. Not sure. If anyone's watching and knows these two, we'd love to get them on board. Shane Patterson's going to come through now. It's not a super lap, but I think it's going to put him into the 119s, low 120s. So that's a 119.6 to put him into P5. Connor Nixon, I can tell you, he was doing 118s in practice. He's found a gear or two going out there. So let's jump on board with someone. Is Curtis Bird out there? Curtis Bird is actually into Sector 2 now. Let's jump on board. I'll see if I can get... Do we have a cockpit vision? Here we go.
Gorgeous. So, Mr. Faulkner has confirmed that Shane is, in fact, Oliver's father. So we do have a father-son duo.
So we got two father-son duos tonight.
Would you so is this our first and
Steve
double?
Vella and Steve Vella too, they're in there. So that's the father-son. Then we got Shane Patterson, and so we better keep it very PG tonight, okay? And OP. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. Hey, hats off to you guys for doing something with your son, daughter, whatever it's going to be. Even if it's racing and enjoying yourself, make sure they're enjoying themselves too. Fastest lap goes to Connor Nixon. He's in a 1:17.4, but he comes...
That's a good time. That's a pretty good time. That was P3 in practice, I think.
Curtis Bird has come through. He's a second off the pace. What did he just do? He did a... Oh, it's not there anymore for information, but... Well, I like that cam. Let's see what else I've got for the guys and girls at home.
Ben Nothing says that's almost his own genre on the Vermilion paid subscription service, and I think I'm just going to leave that one there.
You know, you can't call him Ben Nothing. He hates that. It's Nothling, alright? You can either call him Ben Everything or Ben Nothling, alright? Ben Nothing, he might actually leave. We might have lost him forever now.
He's everything to me, though.
He's everything to you. Hey, this is a good run from Curtis Bird. I'm just going to see what sort of KPH they get up to at the back here. 400 metre, 300... Oh, so they're braking pretty early at the 300 metre board.
52, I think we saw.
Getting it back to... So it's a very slow corner. Getting the rears underneath you is tough. We're late in the afternoon.
Unless I'm mistaken, you can take so much more of the track on the left there, right?
You can take a lot of track to the left, but if you're in qualifying, which we've only got 4 minutes left, you don't really want to lose a lap. Now, speaking of overlay wankery, I wonder what the weather's like here tonight. Oh, there we go. It's 20 degrees out on track. It's very clear, as you can see there. No chance of rain. which I don't think iRacing has any chance of rain ever.
Yeah, coming soon.
Slight wind to the north, so that's a few more overlays brought to you by the guys here on the Pots and Pans.
The ones and zeros.
By the ones and zeros, baby. All right, so who we got out on track? Let's give a bit of love to who did we get on board before? There's a couple of guys in the pits. Scotty Two Halves is still in the pits.
Okay, Jacob. Let's talk about Jacob O'Reilly.
That's
a name I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, so Jacob O'Reilly, Benny Faulkner, that's in the chat. Could you just give us a brief overlay of who this is? Because he's on track now. He's got the Vermilion colours. He's new to the Vermilion series. New driver. Tell me a bit about his pedigree, please. Number 14. Oh, look at the traffic he's about to go up onto. Let's see if we can get a bit of that. There's a lot of traffic in front of him.
Yeah, they're all on hot laps, right? Though you shouldn't have too much. You may even get the benefit as a tow. How far back does the tow reach in these cars?
You can be a good 1.5 seconds out on here, but it is a... Right now, he'd be getting the tow, 100%.
And this is exactly where you want one. There's not a ton of downforce on these cars either, so it's mostly just benefit.
Just trying to work out what a good time around here is, sector time wise. We've seen Jamie Christensen a 23.2 on the first sector and 26 on the second sector. So this is on. That's put him up to P7 with a 118. So very very close in this field. Sean Doyle still hasn't jumped.
I feel like there was better laps for him there. There was a couple of instances I think where maybe he just got a little distracted by people coming off in front of him, and I think just based on that lap, because we've got the full on board for that one, I'm pretty much expecting him to find some more time. If Jacob O'Reilly doesn't find more time, I'll be surprised.
I did see Jacob O'Reilly. I did see him racing. He was in the Scops race yesterday with Ben Faulkner, and yeah, I did see that. So congratulations to the guys that competed in that, because that was an absolute... that was too long, if you ask me, to be out on track in a supercar. At least they could jump out of the car and have a breather and chuck it over to their co-driver. But oh, that is really hot. That's Steve Vella finding his way. Didn't find that braking marker as he came into the first chicane. He's finding his feet. He's done a... I'm trying to find out his last lap or his fastest time. I can't really find that at the moment. Min's admin. G'day and welcome back. It's good to have you.
Now, that is the person that I have been waiting to see. That is Fitzroy's mother.
Oh, is that who it is?
That is Min's admin.
Okay, so that's
the
Fitzroy's.
one and only.
Okay, well, I probably already know this, but I do have a pretty ordinary brain. So we've got 1 minute left in qualifying. Let's see who's on a hot lap right now. Kenny. Kenny's on for a very quick time. He's on, as far as sector times go, that was a 23.2. That's probably the best we've seen in sectors. I think Connor Nixon did a 23.1. That's probably elapsed that, but Kenny Economos has hit the wall.
That's him. That's his time
that's
done.
him out. So who else is on track that's going to come through?
Gonna
Steve Vella might be able to come through with the goods here. He's done a 23.7 in that first. So we're coming up to the second sector time shortly. You'd want to be around that 25 second, 26 second mark as he comes up here. I've got him on as a predicted 119. What's that going to put him into? That's going to put him into... Probably going to stick around where he is, actually.
7th, 8th?
Yeah, it might shoot him up 1 or 2 positions to see if he can bring this home.
Also, a quick shout out to Vinicius. Forgive me if I get this wrong. Vinicius Alexio. Or Aliexo.
Oh, you know what? He couldn't finish that lap because it finished right on the... Oh, at Vinicius Alexio. Okay, yep. Massive shout out to you, which we're going to call VA from now on. Now, we are getting ready. We're going to probably hear from Race Control shortly, so we'll be quiet when they say that. But let's see if I can get... Here we go. Oh, look at this. Look at this, guys.
Gorgeous.
We put on a good show, don't we? I'm just on a
Welcome
high
everyone to the first round of the BMG
I believe that we
series.
have a much more
Tonight,
direct
we are at
line to
Charlotte
race
Oval
control
in
this
the
season than we have had in the
CTSV.
Yeah.
past.
Well, let's
For only the
listen
main
to race
race,
control.
a safety
Let's
car
see.
will
No,
be
we don't
present,
normally give this
and for all incidents,
background access,
please
but
voice the words race control,
listen in.
followed by only your car and lap number. If you disagree with race control's decision, you may appeal it in the race via the ANZ E-Series Discord.
I think he might have.
If in need,
just,
please
no,
stop
he's back.
immediately
Sorry,
in the
guys.
event of a crash during the sprint race. Please follow all directions from race control while under yellow, as many things can change. Black flags given by iRacing will not be cleared unless deemed absolutely necessary by race control. On rolling restarts, the leader will maintain 80 kph and may resume the race anywhere between the yellow pit entry and the start-finish line. Overtaking is permitted any time after the green flag drops. Race starts will follow iRacing's procedures. Blocking drivers is strictly prohibited and will be penalised. Regarding track limits at the exit onto the final bank section, it will be each driver's obligation to ensure they are above the apron by the white line that stretches across the track. We will have a 15-minute sprint race followed by a 45-minute main race with one required pit stop with the grid determined by the sprint race results.
He's
He's
a bit wordy, isn't he? Really. I mean, we'll have to work on the way he announces this one, but we can get there with him.
I love everything that he has to say.
Before we start.
Oh well, he's going to go through sponsors. That means I don't have to do it.
Epoxy, Race Lab, Overlays, Next Level Racing, RSW Graphics, Supernova Motorsports, Vermilion Motorsports, Trophy Hub, Newcastle Detailing, and Moza Racing. Please remember to share and check out the live stream. The link is available on our Discord. And a reminder that the final 5 minutes of each race will be a tow-free period in which you can freely tow without request. Please just let us know if you do.
Quick self-plug,
If you have any
Newcastle
further
Detailing
questions,
is me.
now would be the time to ask them. Other than that, drive cleanly and have fun.
Well, that was very good. That was Joshua Horton on in race control there. I gave him a little bit of stick there, but he does a great job, and it's great to have. Hey, anyone that's listening that wants to get in here and contribute, either be race control, get you in on the broadcast. I don't really mind. Any way you can contribute, I'd love it. Can you say again, please? Okay. So we're about to get underway.
Only the second race that requires a pit stop.
Okay, I think that was who? That was Ben. That was Benny in race control as well.
Just for fuel.
Ben Miles.
No responsibility for tyres.
And that's Joshua Horton that you hear on the comms there as well. So let's go over the grid. Let's see if this works for me while they're all gridding up.
Oh, hi.
If it doesn't work,
yes.
Well, I'll see if I can get it. Like this.
Flashy
this
graphics.
Might be an app. Well, flashy. No, what we call them.
Gridding will end in 20
wankery
seconds.
graphics. I'll see what I can do. So on the. Oh, here we go. Front row of the grid with their time of 1:17.4. We saw Jamie Christian do a 1:17.1 actually in practice, so he's got a little bit of time to burn. He's in P1, P2 alongside him. Connor Nixon, look out for him. He will, I guess he'd bin it or win it, I think is his motto around here. Row 2, Kenny Conomos in the ANZ E-Series car. We got the Vermilion Motorsports car behind him in the Tyson Hamner. Don't call him the Wobbler. That's the second row of the grid done. The third row of the grid, OP, Oliver Patterson, in here with his son. I think he's a little bit further back. Fitzroy Beaumont, Min's admin, there he is. Row 3. They're just about to get going shortly. Jacob O'Reilly in P7, P8 is Steve Vella. Going through Curtis Bird, P9, Shane Patterson P10, and David Atkinson and Steve Vella make up the 12 that are on the grid here. I think we're about to go green. I think they're doing one lap around under safety car. Yes, they are. So it gives us a little bit of time to hedge your bets, so to speak.
Yeah, if you've got any early predictions, hit me with them. What's your call?
We
Be brave.
need to. So Ben Knopfling hasn't been here. I've acknowledged the Ben Ross livery. I love it. It's a calming livery. It makes me feel like everything's okay, and I can just do whatever I want. It's maybe it's too calming. Maybe I fall asleep. I'm not sure, but yes, it has been acknowledged, Ben Knopfling, and hopefully he has a good race because he's been there or thereabouts forever in these series that we run. So still under formation lap. Now, if I was smart, which I clearly am, I'd be warming the hell out of these tyres, which none of these guys are doing.
Are we allowed? Do we have any specific rules about that?
I reckon you get heat into tyres no matter what you do. If you guys are listening out there, get some weaving going, get some heat into those tyres. I can tell you, turn 1 under brakes with that many people around, that we're gonna have. I know it's only a 15-minute lap of race, but we might see our first safety car of the BMG Summer Series.
I heard that we were not doing safety cars for this first 15-minute race.
Well, if there's a big enough event, I think they will. Oh, Ben, nothing. That is harsh. I'm not even going to say that.
That is
okay,
savage, is it not?
That is savagery. That is savagery on an absolute
Ben woke
next
up and
level.
chose violence.
Okay, so that's through. We're just going through that second to last chicane. Oh, that's a good shot. I like that. Oh, that is angry. What are these, 650 horsepower, these things? There's a lot of horsepower going past there. That's nearly 7,000 horsepower. Just went past our screen just then. So we're going to have...
one top fuel dragster.
Well, it's a bit weird. We got Scotty Two Halves didn't take the grid. Sean Doyle didn't either, and Orlando Black hasn't as well. So we're about to go green. Oh, and they've already started racing. So that's up the front there. Jamie Christensen, Connor Nixon's followed him through. They're single file into. They must have had an agreement here into single file into the turn 1-2. Very clean from all of them as we go through turn 1 into turn 2. No real change for the lead here. Jamie Christensen's taken. Connor Nixon in P2. Kenny Conamos P3 in the awesome looking livery.
And so far, no incidents. This is incredible.
I'm surprised. I think these guys have had a gentleman agreement in the background. Oh, that's Curtis Bird though. He's putting massive pressure on Steve Vella. We'll stay with this for a little bit. This little battle will probably heat up, I reckon.
Go ahead and give us that little graphic underneath it that tells us who we're on board with as well. That's the one. Yes, sector time.
You want some of this stuff, do you?
Oh baby, give it to me.
So this is yeah, as you can see, this Curtis Bird challenging Steve Vella here. This is the battle for P8 that's already happening up in front there, up in ahead. That's actually Jacob O'Reilly. We might get up there because that's Oliver Patterson on the outside into the last chicane. He's giving him a bump. That was Tyson Hamner in front there.
That's
I'm pretty sure.
that is OP and Riley.
Oh, that's OP.
Together.
Oh no, that was OP. I'm just saying.
O'Reilly.
That's a big incident in the background there. Who's gone around? That's Steve Vella. He's facing the wrong way.
Copy.
That's pretty. Oh, there's been.
That's
He's
Vella
not happy
and
about
Vella
that.
too.
He is not happy. Now he's just going to work away to get this car. Yep, that's one way to stop it. Yep. No one's watching, Steve. It's fine. Yep, that's that wing a little bit damaged. Oh, he's not going to like that. That's going to be P.
So that was Vella 2 up on the inside of Vella in just a quick coming together.
Oh, you're joking. Well, let's get a quick replay of that, of what happened to those two.
That's some intergenerational violence we've just witnessed.
Gee whiz.
Frictions at the Vella household this evening.
Let's see if we can go back and watch that incident. If I can work out how to work my overlays again. Yeah, let's see if you know what? We're going to a replay. Let's see what I can do.
I believe in you. You got this, man. It's a professional broadcast.
Okay, we've gone back a little bit. So that was Curtis Bird challenging. So I'm pretty sure this was for P7 or 6 at the time. I don't know if I've got you on comms there. So this is going into the second last game. I might have gone a little bit too far. Let's see if we can.
Are we looking for a position change? Because that's the Vellas up front.
We'll come back to this at the moment because it's only a 15-minute race. We'll get back to it shortly. Oh, actually, it's not that far ahead of this where it'll happen because this was all the carnage that was happening at the front, and then it brought Steve and Curtis Bird into it. So who did he get the nudge from on the inside? So he's taken turn 1 and he's just taken it wide himself. No contact. Yes, definitely contact. Oh, and Curtis somehow got around him as well. So lucky to not take too much damage there.
Would you
We'll
attribute any blame on that one, or would you just call that a racing incident?
A lack of talent on Steve Vella's part, but that's just me.
So we're still looking at Christensen up the front, Nixon second, Clonomos third, followed by Hanmar, Patterson, Beaumont, O'Reilly, Vella the first, Bird, Patterson, Atkinson, Vella the second.
Yeah, I guess what you're trying to say is put the tower up, Aaron. Let us see who's in what position. And there you go, guys. You ask and you shall receive.
Look, I
just
mean,
an
the fact that you can read
boot.
between the lines is impressive. I'm quite frankly impressed that you can read it all. But
Okay, so that's he's fallen off the lead here. So Connor Nixon's obviously found his pace. He is doing 1:17.8, so that's pretty quick. The guy that I'm really impressed with at the moment is Kenny. He's staying. I think he's looking after his tyres. Just remember this heat race, not a heap of points involved, but enough to stay interested. It's all about getting that grid position. This race to the grid for the 45-minute race. It's about to come up shortly. So get yourselves comfy for the rest of the night.
so is this not? Is there actually tyre management in this 15-minute race?
This is a definite 15-minute race. We call them a heat race. That's going to be is pretty much going to make up the grid. So the people I want to actually, can I show? We'll just go through this and see. So we see that Jacob O'Reilly.
Contact between car 5 and 16 and FA. No further action.
There you go. Nothing
So
between those two
yeah,
at the end there.
cars,
So Steve
cars
Vella.
5 and 16, no further access. That's the father-son combo of Steve Vella. Is that correct?
No, that was actually Fitzroy Beaumont, I'm pretty sure. He had a little bit of contact.
5 and 16. Yeah, yes, that's right. Fitzroy Beaumont and
Steve Vella. That was he was
Vella.
Fitzroy Beaumont was actually on the inside there. There was nothing contact there. They both lived to fight another day. Steve Vella is well off the pace now, but that's because he was reversing for half full lap. So these guys have spaced themselves out pretty well. The only real battle at the moment is Kenny Conomos battling Connor Nixon. He's got within the slipstream. We might go back to that. Yeah, under brakes. So Kenny's hunting him down. Let's see what this slipstream can do. So that is definitely under the slipstream, and yeah, geez, I hate the word, but he's pulling hard.
he's yeah.
Caught in that slipstream. Well, that is violent going through there. You got to watch yourself on the right hand side.
So much curb on that, can't you?
Yeah, you do. And turn 1 is very important. Not to eat too much because you got to get on the gas quick. You can hold it flat through here. Oh, and he's lifting up a little bit. He's saving tyres. Now these cars will be maximum filled at 50% tank. And so in the 45-minute race, they'll have to pit. Whether they take tyres or not, it's going to be up to the driver, and it's going to create a little bit of strategy call as well, especially with a mandatory safety car period that we don't know when it's going to be. They haven't even told us when it's going to be.
Just a big surprise.
Ben Nothing's telling me that the most positions gains graphic is what we didn't know we wanted. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? I'll show you some other things that we got going on. Everyone got this before. We'll bring up the Kenny Conomos as he goes through the first of the chicanes, getting right up to about 230 kilometers an hour, hard on the brakes.
Now, 252 was the fastest speed that we saw earlier.
Yeah,
is that right?
Amazing. Yeah, definitely. Going back. So Oliver Patterson is breathing all over Tyson right now.
Yeah, what's the... Okay, we're seeing like a half-second interval between these two guys at the moment. How many tenths do you reckon the toe's worth here on over the course of a single lap?
We just saw it a tenth and a half through the first chicane to the second one. It's not really a long enough straight here to. You really need to be on the back of the guy anyway as you come through this little complex, the actual roval part of the complex. So as you come through here, I might jump on board for everyone. As you come through here, the last bit of the roval, the left-hander, be careful with it. You don't want to get. Oh, that's a big moment for Tyson. He's a sitting duck. Oh, has he been hit?
I don't think he hit him.
Hang on, or was that... Sorry, that was Fitzroy Beaumont.
Oliver Patterson passed Fitzroy Beaumont for P6.
Oh, that was Fitzroy Beaumont. Sorry, I thought that was Tyson in front of him. But that was Fitzroy Beaumont. Had a massive moment. That car's going to be... Oh, look at the damage. Let's see if we can get a... look, that's the right rear. Or as Connor used to talk about that being the left front. Yeah, that's had a bit of a chunk taken out of that rear right now.
Now, aero's pretty important on this track,
yeah, he's had to pit.
He's pitting. That bad.
Yeah, that's... I don't think the aero's a problem. I think the that rear differential moving all over the place is probably the biggest issue.
Definitely be right. That'll be a devastating moment for Min's admin in chat. Who has also said that Mitch, which is me, if you lived in an AFL state, Fitzroy's number 16 would be obvious to me. Unfortunately, I don't. I mean, fortunately, I don't live in an AFL state. So, if you could please be a bit more specific, that would be awesome.
Well, I'm up here in Queensland where it's only 7:30 right now, and I haven't worn a jumper in my life. I don't know about the guys down south.
Yeah, see, I'm in New South Wales, so I'm not all the way down there.
Oh, you mean Loserville?
We had some heat.
Sorry, I shouldn't say that. We've probably got people that are watching from the Loserville nation itself, New South Wales.
I was going to say, if they could read, they'd be very offended right now.
Hey, look, there might be people watching. In post-apocalyptic times that all they have is like YouTube clips from yesteryear to keep themselves company, and maybe that's when New South Wales start winning Origins. I'm not sure. So congratulations to you guys.
We had our time. It blew my mind a couple of years back that there were children that were in primary school that had never seen New South Wales win the state of origin.
Actually, Ben Nothing makes a very good point. New South Wales has Whitey's Pies, which I'm yet to down in Orange. Oh, next time you're down in Bathurst, we'll have to get down into Orange and check out the Whitey's Pies and get 2 or 3 into me quite quickly. Let's go through the.
When are we going?
When are we going? I will organise it one day.
Is it a date?
Enough. Is it a date? Yeah, sure, mate. Sure. We'll make.
You're gonna take me to Bathurst, and you're gonna buy me a pie and fill me with meat.
Ben Faulkner's telling me he'll come along. As soon as you said fill with meat, he was put his head straight up. Kenny Economos is actually making inroads again on Connor Nixon. I think Connor Nixon might have made a slight mistake there. I'll bring up the... So yeah, he's back within 7 tenths. He got out to about a second, so he jumped off there. So let's see where he's making his time. I might get up the sector times for this to see... So let's see what they're doing. So Kenny's not doing... oh, well, that's not really telling me.
So I'm still waiting on Min's admin to explain Fitzroy's number 16 as well.
Oh, it's obviously something to do with kicking balls. Kenny Economos, his last lap was at 18.2, and Connor's doing an 18.5, so those 3 tenths he just made up him there. He's down into half a second, I think. I think Kenny's making his move. He wants to be on the front row of the grid when it comes to the 45-minute special.
So the grid spots are terminated by finishing positions in the heat?
100%. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing this series. So none of this reverse grids, which there is exciting racing, but only for the first two corners we found in the past. So this battle here is heating up. We'll come back to it in a sec. They're down into, or actually we'll just stay here because look at this. He's got a run and a half. He'll have him. He'll have him here. If he can position the car right, or when I say right, underneath him. Where's he going to let him go? Is he going to let him pass?
He's going to make him go high.
Oh, he faked it. So they probably got one or two laps left. We'll go through the grid here. Steve Vella Steve Vella the second, I should say. We'll get his information shortly. He's Steve Vella's son, but he's out there. He's doing. He's trying to keep it off the fence. I cannot believe. Oh, he kept it off the fence. Well done, Junior. So he's doing really well. This is his probably first time out on track with these guys, and that rear diff right now is wobbling all over the place. David Atkinson has probably had. Where did he start? I think he started P11, finished P11. So he's just going through the motions. He's probably waiting for the checkered flag to come down. Shane Patterson in 10th spot. Sorry.
Started 8th. Currently 8th.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't go through that correctly. So David Atkinson, yeah. Then we got Steve. Then we got Steve Valley. He unfortunately had that incident coming into turn 2 with Fitzroy Beaumont, I think it was. Fitzroy Beaumont's up here in P9. He started P6, so he's had a shocker.
Not bad after considering he stopped. The fact he's only in P9 is not that bad. Yeah,
Shane Patterson's out there. He's done pretty well. He started in P10. He's up 2 positions. So good on Shane. He'll move himself up the grid. Only 12 people on the track. We might have a few more for the next race. I'm not sure. Curtis Bird, P7, started P9, so he's making his way up. Coming into the 45-minute race where we're going to see a bit of strategy. So don't fret too much, guys. There's going to be a lot of close racing as we go through tonight. Oliver Patterson in the very calming Bob Ross livery. Just makes me want to paint.
Beautiful.
So I might just jump up the front here. This is the last lap, I think.
So Christensen's just been running his own race here.
He's actually got 4 seconds on Connor Nixon. It's ridiculous. The car looks immaculate. Yeah, the car looks fantastic as he comes through the second to last chicane. Oh, and here's the pass in the background. Did he get it done?
Not yet.
Oh, we'll jump on with that. We'll see how they go to the end. Congratulations, Jamie Christensen. It'll take a nightmare finish for him to finish anywhere other than P1. Kenny Conamos is actually putting the pressure on him. This is the only time he's going to be able to get the job done. Coming up to the checkered flag, through the last chicane. No, he's just going to be content with P3. So Jamie Christensen, Connor Nixon, and Kenny Conamos make up our top 3. Tyson Hamner, we'll go through this in a second. So good race for everyone out there.
Also, Fitzroy Beaumont made a last-minute move on Shane Patterson for P8.
Yeah, he just did too, and that's Shane in the background as they come through. Geez, they're a long way back, aren't they?
Remember, both of these guys have stopped in this race as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So sorry for everyone watching. It might be a little bit low on FPS here at the moment, but it is what it is for everyone watching at home.
Also, Fitzroy's mother has finally checked back in, Min's admin. His name is Fitzroy. He believes in the Lions. And I mean, Lions. How can you not believe in Lions? They definitely.
I believe
exist.
in Lions. I think they exist. Yep.
Yep. And when he was a grommet, which is an Australian slang term for a young lad, he wore the number 16, Jonathan Brown, on his jumper.
Oh, the Jonathan Brown, the face. The face. Now, after Heat 1, I'll see if I can get some information. Oh, I'll see if I can get some information for everyone for the results of our Heat. So, Jamie Christensen absolutely blitzed the field. He's going to be a hard guy to beat in this 45-minute race tonight. Connor Nixon, I'm quite impressed with that. He's come in here fresh. He jumped in the car for the first time, I think, tonight, so that's pretty good effort. Kenny Conamos is good in anything. I think he'll have Connor when the tyres get a little bit old. Tyson Hamner, Jacob O'Reilly for P4 and 5. Jacob's new, obviously, to the series. Welcome along. Good first result. That's solid. Good amount of points. OP in P6. Curtis Bird had a very uneventful race. He nearly got caught up in Fitzroy Beaumont and Steve Vella's accident, but held on for P7. Fitzroy Beaumont, Mins, you can see that he's in P8. He'll want to improve on that. Shane Patterson and Stephen Vella round up our 10.
I would say Fitzroy in our next race is going to be the one we want to keep an eye on. He's going to be the big mover.
and then David Atkinson and Steve Vella II. We'll get his name shortly, but welcome. That's a trial by fire for the young Steve Vella Jr.
So I'm seeing a couple of other names. Are we expecting Sean Doyle to be turning up for this
Well, I'm just there's a warm up
race
going out
too?
there now, so we'll just see. I've got
We've
Sean
got-
Doyle in the session. I've got a
I'm seeing
couple of
on
other
track
guys in the session
now
as well.
Hanma, Vela2, and O'Reilly. Currently turning
Yeah,
laps.
they're the ones on here. We'll have to find out what's going on with the Doyle man, or Doyle rules, as we know.
Okay, so apparently Sean Doyle withdrew due to illness, so unfortunately he's unwell. We wish him
Oh, he's not well.
all the best if he's watching. Yes, Ben Miles is just letting me in on all of the information at the moment, and Orlando's PC has crashed.
Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Well, I feel
Orlando
you, mate.
Black.
'Cause we've all been there. I've been there. I apologise to all the viewers because it could happen at any moment. We're actually getting at the BMG ANZ E series that we run. We're actually getting upgrades here for broadcasting. So look forward to that. They'll come. It's like Formula One upgrades. They'll be here, and we'll see what we can do with them. We might be slower. Who knows?
Yeah, I hear that instead of having a bunch of children memorizing ones and zeros, we're actually getting computers.
Yes. So we should be good by then. I just want to do a special little shout out for people. We got Joshua Horton and Ben Miles in race control. They look like they had a pretty uneventful 15 minutes there, but that's great. And we need these are all volunteers. Myself, volunteers. Mitch gets paid an absolute ridiculous amount of money to do this. Thanks for turning up, mate. For that sort of money, you get out of bed.
Yeah, quite frankly, you're lucky I'm here at all.
And I just want to thank the guys in the chat. I also want to thank Ben Faulkner for jumping in. He's obviously studying for his last year at school, and he still was able to get most of this up and running for us. Oh, that's a big spin for Steve Vella there. I was trying to keep an eye on him. Now, the main person I want to get onto is Nick. He's the founder of BMG Motor Group, and he is our sponsor for tonight. I'll see if I can find some information on him.
Unless I'm mistaken, Nick Berlin is our title sponsor.
Yes, he is. So Nick Berlin is our title sponsor. He's at BMG Motor Group. Look, anyone out there, please, if you're looking for a new car, looking at selling your car, looking at finance of any sort, please give him a burl. You can find him on Facebook. If you need some information, we'll jump in the chat now. But he's not your average car dealer. He is a lot more than that. So please give him a burl if you can. Chuck him some likes. Get onto his Facebook or his website. And yeah, big ups to Burlo, says Coco Dog. Thanks for that, mate. So thanks for sponsoring the event, and we'll get bigger and better. We'll try and get an ad for you in here as well when we're having these breaks.
He's also honestly, he's also just a lovely, lovely man. You know, I had the grace of battling him on track last season. We had a good couple of laps, yes, in the 86s around it was Daytona, I think it was. He's just a lovely, lovely man, and we're very lucky to have him on board.
I guess you could say he's just a great guy, but yeah, he is just that. So loves his motor racing in all forms, whether it be real life racing or sim racing. He loves it. So I hope you guys look forward to the next 45 minutes. That's the warm up done and dusted. Let's see if I can. There's only two guys out there doing the warm up, getting some heat into the tyres. And we're about to, that's the warm-up done, so I'm surprised. There you go. They've kicked them out. So very not super eventful, I guess you'd call it, for the first race.
Race
but
control to all teams. Just a second briefing.
we can listen in.
During the main race, request a tow is in play. If requesting a tow, please simply state your car number followed by requesting tow and wait for permission. Just a reminder that a compulsory pit stop is required to not be DNF'd for this main race.
I didn't catch any of that. I was reading. I can't do two things at once.
It's okay. You guys up north are fairly limited. It's just the results.
Here we go.
It's
Yeah, but bloody hell,
intergenerational
mate, we can
inbreeding.
throw a football, hey? We can throw a bloody footy.
Years of selective breeding.
I'm actually reading through the chat. I have no idea what they're talking about, but they look like they're having a good time. They're probably not even focusing on what's going on at the moment. So, looks like we're about to go back out on track again. Now, just a reminder for everyone at home: 45-minute race, compulsory stop. I guess it hasn't been made compulsory, but you're going to have to. There's no way you can make it to the end on tyres or fuel. But we'll see. 45 minutes are... Oh, hang on. Yep, there's a car park already. Oh, no!
Okay, who's that at the back that's making a...
That's Steve Vella. That's Steve Vella's son, actually, out there on track. I know from just watching that he's having a great time.
He's keen.
He's
you
keen,
can't
mate.
fault that enthusiasm.
Now, hopefully, yeah, that...
Oh, no.
Enthusiasm. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but that's great. Watch the wall! That's it. No, watch that wall too!
No.
Oh, well done.
Oh.
Oh, that was a coat of paint on that. There was absolutely nothing. Now he's got to catch. Now, if he's smart, get some temp into there, mate.
Oh, that's
Get some
right.
temp into
No,
those
this
tyres.
is the strategy, right? He's getting the brakes
Yes.
warmed up, getting the tires warmed up, and he's going to make a big run at the start.
He's going to make a big run at the start. Well, he's caught the rest of them now.
Okay, so what are we looking at? Christensen, Nixon, Economist, Hanmo, Riley, Patterson, Bird, Beaumont, Patterson, Vella, Atkinson, Vella 2, and then we've got Sean
I thought you were
Doyle on the
rapping, mate.
sidelines.
What the hell are
with
you doing?
Black. Mate, I'm a rap god.
Oh no, don't. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop you right there. Whatever you thought you were about to do, just rethink it. Ah, no. Just having a good time. Just having a good time, ladies and gentlemen.
If I start dropping sick beats, are we fat lines? Are we gonna get copyright struck?
We might, and or taken off YouTube completely.
These weak arms are heavy.
God no, I knew it. I knew it was coming. Bet nothing wants to give you a fat beat. You might.
We're adults here. We can move past this. Yeah, drop me.
Okay.
I hear you could beatbox. Drop me some sick beats.
Oh, are you listening to this? Jamie Christensen is on the clutch.
Interesting.
Oh, they're all. I thought I just wanted to get on board with them. Second gear on the clutch. Oh no, he's got a little bit of momentum there. We're about to go live racing. We might stay. I'll see if I can get. So we got Jamie Christensen on the inside here. It's not exactly ideal.
First
for
lap
racing.
incidents, you think?
Well, you do have, depending on where you take off. Oh, they really are bunching up this time. And he's got it done. He's taken the lead comfortably. Oh, Connor Nixon's touched the fence, and who was that behind as well? That was Tyson Hamner that got the fence as well. And they're too wide as they come into turn 2, or turn 1 I should call it, up into turn 2. And pretty much what we saw in the first race. Well done, guys. Good work getting through there.
Okay, so we have Christensen, Nixon, Economist, Hanmo, Riley, Patterson, Bird, Beaumont, Patterson, Vella, Atkinson, Vella. Done.
Oh no! That's Steve
Vella.
Vella. Did he
he's
hit the
still
wall?
on.
I'm not sure.
I saw some sparks.
The left front. Hang on, and I'll just be Connor for a second there. That's the right rear front. Is not well at all.
That is crabbing like wild.
Hang on, did I just see? Okay, Joshua Horton has just jumped in the safety car, so keep that in mind, everyone. Actually, I did have some music there, Ben Nothing to play tonight, but I ain't going to do it now. Okay, let's get the timing tower up for everyone to watch at home.
Connor Nixon has had an incident. He's currently running down in 7th.
So
Exactly,
let's find out
yes.
what happened to him there. I'll see if
Beaumont,
can-
I think there was something between Beaumont and Nixon, perhaps.
So here he's going for... Oh, there he goes. He's out wide into... that's turn 4, I'm pretty sure. That takes forever to get back on track. He lost 4 or 5 positions. That's going to be a tough ask for him to get back into contention. To be honest, probably don't want him in the commentary box tonight. But anyway, we probably are going to see him if he has a good night. So, hey, small mistake like that and you go from 0 to hero. Oh, hero to 0, I should have said.
Well, now he's got the opportunity to give us a recovery drive. All best drivers of the day start from cars that are well outside of positions that they should normally be in. He's already made a pass on Curtis Bird for P6.
Yeah, so he's just done that while we're in the replay. So he's obviously got a lot of pace. I just hope he doesn't blow the tyres.
Now, see if you can bring me up what has happened to Mr. Beaumont.
Mr. Beaumont. Oh,
Mr. Beaumont. He's had
He's at
had
the
himself
back.
a mischief. He started P8, he's down in 11.
so I'm just looking at the car now, trying to see if there's any... He's gone off track somewhere. It's not clear where he's gone off track, but you're right, he started at 8th. He's only lost 3 positions, so he might have just got held up, possibly. That fastest lap, let me guess. Yeah, Jamie Christensen. Straight to the top, he's on a 1:17.4. Ken Economist, though, has not let him get away too much. Oh, that's Steve Vella's son there on the outside. I hope he's having a good time out here. I'd love to see young blood in sim racing. It's good to see.
Okay, so I jumped back and I had a quick look. For poor Fitzroy, he just took a little bit of curve, which unsettled the car. A little bit of oversteer, and then I'm not exactly sure who it was, but there was the smallest bit of contact, and he's just got a little bit of wing damage that he's going to be carrying for the rest of the race. And Beaumont has made a pass on Atkinson as well for P10.
So just on board here with David Atkinson as he comes down here into, yeah, that's late braking. That is really late braking. That is a lot of curb too. The blue emu is around and so is Steve Vella behind him.
Is that a little sympathy spin?
Maybe that was it was a nice little flick spin he did there to get that going again. But the blue emu was facing the wrong way there. Hey, anyone that's watching this and thinks that it's easy, I can tell you these cars are not easy. Finding the limit is very hard, and when you do find it, it's over. You have no way of recovering that car at all. So I'm going to keep an eye on lap times that Steve Vella and David Atkinson are doing, because they're only going to progress further up the field. This little battle here with Fitzroy Beaumont, he might have him here. He might have Shane Patterson on the inside as they go into turn 4. And he will. Oh, that damage.
That's why he's given it. He's given that to him as well. I think he realised that Fitzroy's got pace in hand, and it's not beneficial to him to make that fight. Fitzroy's going to get past him eventually, so maybe he just sticks him behind him, gets a little bit of tow, maybe even picks up a few lines.
We got
smart racing.
Yeah, this telemetry might show us where it gets up to, but that rear wing is not going to be helping him at all.
We just saw 254. That's the fastest speed I've seen on track. So maybe he's dropped
lost
a little bit of downforce.
Completely. Yeah. The loss of downforce is actually helping him. It'll be interesting to see where people pit. There is going to be a safety car, but I'm not 100% sure on litres left in the tank at any given point. Jamie Christensen did a 1:17.2. Wow, he is flying.
That's almost the best time that we had.
No, he did a 1:17.1 in practice.
Right.
So as this fuel starts to burn off, we might see some really cracky lap times.
Really quick, we've got O'Reilly is right. Okay, we've got a three-way battle here between Patterson, O'Reilly, and Nixon. There's less than a second separating these guys.
Nixon knows what to do with the supercar. You drive these very similar. You can't excite the rear too much because you're just going to fry the rear tyres completely off.
Yeah, you got what, the 650 horsepower running through.
Yeah, a lot of horsepower.
Rubber.
Yeah, and you can overheat the tyre as well. So doing a 45-minute session is probably a sprint race. You'd call it still, but you still need to look after those tyres.
Is that telemetry right? Did I just see like numbers like 260?
Yeah, you will see this telemetry, although is there. Whether it's accurate or not is another question.
Okay. So moment to moment, it may not be totally on the level. Is the vibe I'm getting?
Well, it's giving me feedback. Just let's just get into pots and pans and talk again. It's giving me feedback. There's probably a second in delay.
Oh, we've got a move, little move going on here.
Yeah, that's
off
a
of the
big
inside.
move. And will Connor take advantage of it? I think Connor will have to take advantage of it now. If you get on the outside, no, he's going to follow through. Now, Oliver Patterson and Connor Nixon are teammates. They race together. They do V8 scops together as well. So I'd imagine they give themselves a lot of room. Still a lot of racing to go, so probably not beneficial to do a massive dive bomb here and wreck both your races. But I think he's going to have him. We'll watch him up here into the first chicane.
Yeah, Connor's right there. What am I seeing? 2/10. It's coming down. 2/10 and coming down as well.
Yeah, so he's giving him space. Will he get a good exit here? That's close as you get.
There could be so.
Now this is a hard one. Do you go on the inside here to get the inside for the last turn? Or do you try and stick the move? Yeah.
So one thing I'm
Patterson's
seeing in
no
this...
slouch. He knows where to put the car. Oh, that's a big moment for Connor. Aero damage too. The rear's gone. The rear's gone.
Oh, yeah, he's looping that.
No,
he's
good enough to hold on to it, but just keep an eye on this thing crabbing along. Yeah, that car. Let's jump on board with him.
How much steering lock is he going to need here to just keep it in a straight line?
Yeah, a lot is the answer to that.
Yes, all of it.
Yeah, he's got massive left hand down. He'll bring this in the pits. Now, the race isn't over for Connor, but a couple of mistakes are starting to creep in, so he's obviously pushing this car to the absolute limit. Curtis Bird is going to say thank you for position. I started P7. I am in P7, but that P6 looks juicy! Now, will Connor be a gentleman here and let him go down the inside? Oh, he did, yeah. Oh, that car does... Oh, Connor! Wow, he's pushing this thing back to get to the pits and hopefully has enough fuel to make it to the end. I'd be surprised if he might have to do a bit of an eco boost for the rest of this.
Just say eco boost.
Yeah, eco boost. There you go. Into pits. That's now Curtis Bird and Steve Vella up position in the P6, P7.
So is this is the moment where you just put in all of the fuel and you hope, right?
Yeah, I think you'll get home. I think on 50% fuel you can do 30 minutes. If you get behind someone, there is a safety car period too, so you should be able to make it home. I don't know what's going on in the tanks. I don't know where the pickups are on these things. I have no idea if you can drain them all the way down to nothing. But this battle here, the Bob Ross Special, with Jacob O'Reilly in front of him, is starting to heat up as well. That car just looks so slow and graceful as it goes through the track here, doesn't it?
It feels like this feels like the exact sort of car that Charlotte Roval is meant to have on it.
It's what we've been waiting for. It's what Charlotte Roval has been waiting for all these years. A Bob Ross special livery.
And that's a little move there.
Oh no, that was Steve Vella, Steve Vella's son. Just giving a bit of leeway for Jacob O'Reilly to get through. Oh, and he's got himself in the worst spot you can be. Oh man, the car looks great though, by the way. That Red Bull livery on there, it really does suit it.
Gorgeous. So where has Connor come out? I'm seeing he's 42 seconds off the lead. And 7.5 seconds behind Shane Patterson.
So he's actually in P10. So David Atkinson, I think, had to. No, he didn't pit either. So he's the first one that pit. Ben Falk is telling me that the game over there is glitching a bit. Well, you'll have to deal with it. I've got. Look at the lead that Jamie Christensen's got now. We might just duck through to that.
That's 4 seconds.
Actually, as he comes through the start-finish line, let's just jump on board with him. Let's get rid of all these overlays.
Oh, are we just getting a pure lap?
I think we get a pure. Oh wow, he is right on the gas. Let's have a lap in the cockpit with our boy Jamie Christensen.
That man is eating more sausage than a fat man at a hot dog eating competition.
Yeah, he's definitely got the thing by the scruff of the neck in this car. We'll just keep an eye on this. I haven't really gone into detail with the livery, but it's fairly simple. But geez, that car is quick, and he is finding absolute limit of where this car can be. Kenny Economos can only just sit back and enjoy. That lap wasn't exactly lightning fast, but it's very smooth, and he was finding all the
18.5 I'm seeing?
yeah, it was an 18.5. It's not
it is far from a qualifying lap. That's true. But you know, we're in management mode. Like Kenny Economos is doing an 18.8 by comparison. So you got 3/10 on him.
Yeah. So we're looking at we're at the end of that 15-minute phase, which the guys have only just done. The tyres will wear out. Whether they come in for tyres or not, I'm trying to work out if Connor came in for tyres. So he just did a 1:17.7 on his lap. He will have to. Let's see how far. Let's see if. Oh man, pots and pans time. Let's see what I can do here.
Give us that timing tower back, my good man.
Well, I'm just going to see how far he is off the leader.
Who are you after?
Hang on, I'm seeing if I can get him. So at the moment,
Connor Nixon,
he's
46 seconds.
46 seconds off the leader. He's actually catching him, but I'm trying to work out transit time through pits. I think it's 35 seconds from memory, but
let me see if I can find it.
But it's going to be on a safety car anyway, depending where that safety car comes out. So he is gaining. The lap times, obviously, he went for new tyres, possibly. I think you would have if you had that much of a bigger shunt on the outside. So filled it up, put some brand new rubber on it, and he'll take that to the end if he's got enough fuel in it. And that's Shane Patterson. That's actually for position for Connor Nixon. So he's making hay. He could, depending when the safety car comes out, make his way up to the front row, up to the front of this pack. So don't count him out. He's had a shocker so far. Let's see what he can do with it.
I'm also seeing here we've got O'Reilly less than half, like 3/10 and closing on Hanmar quite rapidly too. So this could be something for us to watch.
Yeah, I'll jump onto that for a second. I'm just going to watch this move that Shane
I think this is about to happen.
Around here. Oh, is he going to... I don't think he'll let him through. See, that's Shane Patterson blocking. on older tyres, older rubber. Oh, look at the drive. Look at the drive this car gets.
Well, that's the difference on new rubber, right? That's
Yeah,
a huge difference.
That's yeah, but that new rubber we see there is about to become old rubber in about 10 minutes.
That's true. That's true. Everyone else is going to pit, and then that advantage that Connor's got now, is gonna disappear. And we've got Beaumont looking to make a move on Vela too. I'll be watching this.
Well, I'll go
shortly.
We'll get that now. I think he's about to make that as we go through. Oh, I love that camera angle. That's right up on the spotter tower, I'm pretty sure. That's cool. So he's 0.2 behind there. The other interesting thing that's happening at the front here, the battle for P3 is absolutely heating up. There's 3 tenths between Tyson Hamner and Jacob O'Reilly. I'll bring up the if it's going to show that for everyone at home. Yes, it does. Let's see if we can get the intervals for people so we can see. Oh, that's Curtis Bird in. So he's come in for a cheeky little pit stop. He thinks he can get home from here as well. This battle's looking great.
Safety car, safety car, safety car.
Oh, I'm hearing safety car.
Curtis Bird must... Oh, here we go. Here we go.
This is our
Safety car
shake-up.
will pick up the leader at turn 1. If you want the leader,
The safety truck is out there.
Safety car and join the pack.
Orlando getting a little sideways on exit 2.
Yeah, he needed to beat that safety car out there. Pit lane is open. They've got the safety... Now, I'm going to have to go in there and have a couple of words with people, because that safety truck needs to have the word safety truck put on it.
Not car.
BMG, ANZ. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's a great looking safety car. Just needs some flashing lights, so we'll see what we can do with that. Maybe
So,
get some
for the
upgrades.
record, I'm seeing... I don't have the transit time, but Connor Nixon had a stopped time of 8.3 seconds.
Yeah, that's the stop time, but complete transit time is a bit hard to understand.
Safety
So,
car is in the inside road section.
so has Jamie Christensen has pitted? He hasn't pitted. Jamie Christensen didn't come into pit.
Safety car will maintain 50 k's an hour until the pack is together. And then we'll go to 80 k's.
Interesting decision. Wait,
Yeah,
are you sure?
that's... he's out the front. Second place is Kenny.
So on our timing tower, bring us up the pit, so we'll be able to see on what lap they've pitted.
On the timing tower. Yeah, I can find that out for you. Okay, all right. You want some stuff? I'll show you.
Backseat. Here I am, just backseat.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'll find that. I mean, here we go. Pots and pans.
Ones and zeros.
Ones and zeros everywhere.
Get those children really working for us. The ones
there it
that
is.
were memorizing the ones and zeros.
Shane Patterson, David Atkinson, and Jamie Christensen didn't pit.
If you're Christensen,
Safety car is on the bank section. Caution.
Oh, these guys all had to free themselves up. Connor Nixon, though, came into pits, so he didn't have
I
enough
would have too.
fuel. He didn't have
I
enough
actually
fuel
think
to make it to the end.
that's a good move
For a splash and dash.
Connor to pit.
As long as he puts some rubber on it, I think that's a good move. He's still in P9. I'm just waiting for Jamie.
I think the fresh rubber is more important than track position here.
Look,
We watch the F1, right? We understand how that... Fresh rubber beats track position every time.
So safety car is in this lap. How fast are they going out there? Oh, hang on. I can work that out. Oh, he's maintaining 80 kilometers an hour. Now, oh, he's going to have to come into pits. Oh, Jamie missed the pits, Matt Christensen said. Wow.
He's going to be a sitting duck.
No, it's not that he's going to be sitting duck. if he's smart, he pits now, and he hopes that
Did you just
that
peel
Kenny
in
doesn't
there?
get too far up the road. Well, hang on. The safety car didn't come in this lap. Oh, I am confused. I am really confused.
Maybe race control can give us.
I might
Some
jump as
insight
soon as
here.
we're finished. As soon as, yeah. Look.
Safety
go-
car will be coming
Oh
in
yeah,
this lap.
Christensen's in the pits now too.
Yeah. So just quickly with everyone watching at home, we don't know the outcomes of what's going on. We don't even know what race control is doing. It's better that way for us to broadcast to you guys. But to me, two things happened there. Jamie Christensen was just in cruise control and had no idea there was a safety car coming out. And secondly, 2 laps of the safety car is probably a little bit too much in this field. I guess you'd have to do 2 laps because otherwise the field can't get their laps, their pits in, depending where the
Well,
safety
you've
car
got
come out.
to. Partly, you've got to give some time for people to bunch back up, right?
Yeah, that is. It is a competition safety truck out there on the, and I love the look of it too. That BMG, those colours are very striking. Summer series. It just screams summer.
It's beautiful. I feel like it's like a tropical fruit, right?
Safety car, please pull away. Car 57, you have the field.
Despite the
Please
fact that
hold
we're not
80K.
actually in summer, like this is spring. We're in spring right now.
Oh, I can tell you up here, the last couple of days has been summer.
You may
Well,
reach
you guys
anywhere
have
between
summer
the
and wet
entry line
up
and
in,
the
30,
finish line.
35 degrees today. I was sitting in air conditioning all day, so I can't complain too much. But it's getting fairly warm. So Kenny's going to take us off from here. Tyson Hamner has been putting some pressure on him as well. Jacob O'Reilly has actually made up a heap of spots. He started P5, he's up into P3. Connor Nixon and Jamie Christensen are going to have to make their way through. This is going to be an exciting finish to this race. We've got 20 minutes of racing left. That's Kenny out there as well.
Show us our movers and shakers.
Okay, all right. We'll just bring this graphic up here at the moment. Steve Bella's actually made the most positions up into... he's up 3 positions into P7. He started P10.
Also, Fitzroy, Mr. Beaumont's recovered from starting P8, going all the way down to 11, and back
And
up
then
to
he's back
6
to
as well.
P6. Yeah,
So it's a
so
good
he's
recovery
back.
drive from him.
He's back, baby. Single file as they come through here. He will have control of this as he goes through the left-hander here, and he's there.
Green
See you
flag,
later.
green flag,
Yep.
green flag.
Oh, that's a good gap already, straight out.
I just saw in the background there a couple of moves being made as we go. That's Steve Vella up the... Sorry, that's Connor Nixon up the inside of Steve Vella straight away as he
Beaumont on
challenges...
Bird for P5 too.
Yes. No, you're actually looking at... I don't know what you're looking at, to be honest.
Okay, so we've got Nixon on Vela, Beaumont on Bird, and then Connor
Yeah,
Nixon
sorry.
on Bird.
Yeah, Bird's been swallowed. And then up ahead of Connor now is Fitzroy Beaumont. We'll jump on board with... Wow. I thought as much.
That's Christensen, isn't it?
That's Jamie
Copy.
Christensen with massive damage to the front of that car. We'll see if we can get a replay.
I'm
Safety
thinking
car,
this
safety
is
car,
an
safety car.
unforced error.
Oh, he just crossed that thing up. Oh!
Just a
And
snap,
Steve Bella's
yeah.
son just
Cut
around
to
the outside of him.
Mato.
That car is toast. That
We
thing got
have.
all sorts of
Do
crossed up.
we have a safety car?
Yeah, safety
we have a
car's
safety
out on
car.
track. Yeah.
Yeah, that was looking at that big shunt for Christensen. That was always going to be a tow.
So anyone, yeah, hey, mistakes bring mistakes in motor racing, unfortunately, and that was a massive unforced error for him. He was around at his pace, probably slower vehicles, but anyway.
Caution approach.
I
60K.
watching that replay, I don't think that you can necessarily pin that on anybody. I think there was a big enough gap between him and the car in front.
Oh, of course, no, but he probably his braking marker would have been a little bit different to what to David Atkinson's and Jamie Christensen. Shane
Safety
Patterson and
car,
David
quick
Atkinson.
speed.
Well, we've got time. We can grab the onboard of this, right?
Yeah, I might go back to that actually. Let's see exactly what happened here. Okay, 3 turn 1. Let's jump on. Jump in the cockpit. Oh, just tires.
Yeah, that's just cold tires, snapper, little bit of snapper oversteer and a big correction into the wall. As I said, I really didn't think that was the result.
So who was that in front of him? That was the that was David Atkinson in front of him in the Blue Emu. Couldn't really get a move done. We'll see if we can get a better shot of this. I'm hoping. No, beautiful. So Chopper Dave is out there getting me some telemetry about this. So he's come through. Oh, the car's snapped and then snapped back there. Wow.
Yeah, just unforced error. It's pretty much exactly as I suspected it might have been.
And then here
It's a
comes
rare
Steve
mistake.
Miller, and I had to take evasive action. Hopefully he comes in the pits and gets that sorted out. So that was all happening there.
Pull away, car 57.
We'll go back
Cut
live.
the field, please hold 80 k's. You may restart anywhere between the...
So we're on
pit lane
Kenny
and pit
Conomos
line
to
and finish line.
kick us off again. And Min's admin says, "Oh Jamie, sometimes I forget I'm watching iRacing." Savage.
Oh man, he had that. He had that in the absolute bag. I'm completely gobsmacked with what just happened there.
He's now 44 seconds behind the leader, and we're on Conomos to start, so he's got a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, well, hang on. You know what? He's still in it.
We've only got 17 minutes left.
Oh, and
Great
he's
flag,
gone
great
late
flag.
there. So he's got the jump on Tyson behind him. Already too wide. Is that Fitzroy? That's Fitzroy up the inside of Bob Ross. Will he get it done? Oh, Connor! Big move up the inside.
Yeah, that's
That
Nixon
is-
on Beaumont for P5.
That was big. We just saw in the background that Shane Patterson making some moves as well. Now, will Bob Ross, Oliver Patterson, be able to hold off Connor Nixon? We'll stay here for a little bit.
I'm interested if O'Reilly can hold on to this last podium position as well.
The podium, yeah. So that is all on Oliver Patterson and what he can do with Connor Nixon behind him.
That's a lot of pressure to have Nixon that far behind you.
Oh, but hang on. Fitzroy Beaumont has played himself into here. Big move under brakes. Is he going to get him into turn? Oh, he's spun him. He's put him around.
Did he
Connor
actually
Nixon.
make contact?
I'm trying to find him now.
No,
that car.
That is a 4X.
Oh, that is big damage for the front of that car. Now that is 3 from 3 for Connor Nixon. Every time we're on board, he has an incident. We'll have to find out what happened
need
there.
to stop
No
watching
safety
him.
car. No safety car out there, but we'll see what happened. Wow.
I'd love to see Fitzroy's on board for that one. I feel like he might have given him a little love tap.
Okay, I've just gone back to that. That's yeah, you're right. A bit of a love tap there. So this is them going through the Roval part into the banking section here. Connor got a run, but behind him, Fitzroy Beaumont. No, sorry, it was Fitzroy Beaumont, wasn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
the violence! The violence! Min's admin says Fitzroy who? Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, and he's got that thing going again. That's going to put him to the back of the grid. There's no saving grace for Connor tonight. So two of the big names that we had
to get some perhaps some sort of penalty for that as well. I would think.
I think so. I think there's a penalty coming, and we might hear that over race control. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with that one.
I would think that might be deserving of a drive-through.
Oh,
quite frankly.
as we just come back live, we've got Jacob O'Reilly making a massive move on Tyson Hamner. He's got that done. He's back up into P2, but here comes Tyson on the inside into turn 1. There's enough room there to go too wide, but not for turn 2. Oh, that is some great
Hanging on to it.
Great car control from Tyson there, and from Jacob O'Reilly, and now they're in position. And behind there, Fitzroy Beaumont. Is that Fitzroy in P5? Yeah, look at that.
Ben Nuffling says, "Are the crowd saying Boomont?" Oh,
Oh,
that's
no.
the comment of the
No.
night. That's the comment of the night.
So, well, let's go back to... We saw Oliver Patterson. He was in P... Or Jamie Christensen is putting on laps. That's the quickest we've seen all night. A 1:17.149. He is a man possessed. Yeah.
That's 19 seconds deficit now. Yeah, we were like 40 before. He is moving.
Yeah, he's moving up there. It's going to be super hard to catch this. We're going to need another safety car to make anything happen. But up the front here,
Fitzroy was doing his best to help out, but conspiracy. Beaumont assassinating Nixon.
Oh, could be.
Beaumont has just done a pit stop as well, so I'm expecting that is in response to a penalty, a drive-through perhaps. So I think we'll probably see something about that shortly.
Just going to stay here for just a little bit for everyone at home. Tyson Hamner is holding on to P3, but he's got a very aggressive pack coming up behind him here. He's got Oliver Patterson and he's got Curtis Bird, both in their own respective fields, very, very quick drivers. So they're probably getting the hang of these cars now. Kenny Conomos he's got a 2.5 second gap at the front. Jacob O'Reilly is comfortable there in P2. Actually, when I say comfortable in P2, not exactly.
So we have it from race control, car 16, drive-through penalty for contact with car number 168.
That was Fitzroy Beaumont, if I'm not mistaken.
That is Fitzroy Beaumont.
Yes.
So he's pitted and he has come back out in P9.
I like that Min's admin had to say, "I'm sorry, Connor."
When your mother is apologizing,
yeah, you know you stuffed up.
You know you fucked up.
Hey, PG baby, we got some young kids in here, right?
This is the summer series.
It is a summer series. We're a little bit looser, but we don't have to be. Look at me dobbing you guys in.
What are you going to tell my mum next?
We'll leave that. We'll leave that one alone. You can't set me up like that and not.
I'm seeing another pit stop by Beaumont here. Did Fitzroy perhaps pit for damage and then pit again for his penalty?
We'll see if he comes in, because he's obviously serving a penalty. That's a penalty being served now, and obviously he came in for damage. So yeah, penalty wasn't served. So that's going to put him. And there's Connor Nixon. I reckon he's feeding the dog right now. He's feeding the dog, if you ask me. That's a night to forget for Connor. He had pace. He had massive pace. He didn't have the pace of Jamie Christensen, but then it was served up for him to have a win tonight. And there he is, P11, no points.
So Charlotte Roval's quite a forgiving pit lane. Am I right? Like you skip a chicane and you skip a corner as well. So
yeah, you do.
In terms of the delta you would normally lose,
you skip 3 corners, I think, from 3 corners. It's again, you're pitting at 60 k's an hour. So I'm loving this delivery. That car is immaculate, by the way. Kenny Conomos is run his own race. Yeah, there was incidents at the front, but he didn't get involved. He's looked after the car pretty well.
He didn't forget to pit, and he didn't crash his car. Whether he's got pace or not, he's driven a clean race.
He didn't forget to pit. I love that. That's lovely. Who we got here for the battle? Everyone's sort of got their legs now and knows where they are. Jacob O'Reilly, that'll be a massive effort for him to come into the summer series. Never seen him out
and
in
then
the
take
ANZ.
P2.
And then take P2 over Tyson Hamner. That's a mainstay. And Connie Conomos is,
I'm seeing the closest battle at the moment is Hanmar on O'Reilly, and it's really up to 2 seconds at the moment. So we've got 10 minutes left, and I would dare say that we are almost sorted. Though I would say there's a pretty good chance that Christensen makes up another spot before the end.
I'm just going to see what lap times these guys are doing. So Jacob O'Reilly
Christensen just did a 118. And Atkinson did a 127, which doesn't seem right, but that's what he did. So maybe there's a big mistake there.
Yeah, so It could have been. He could have been held up as well. But just this battle here for P2. Jacob O'Reilly just did a 1:18.1, and Tyson Hamner's done a 1:18.6. So we'll see if he can improve on those sector times again. But the guy I want to look at in the background here, Oliver Patterson, did a 1:18.5 on his last lap, I think. I'm going to see if I can find that information now. No, that's his fastest lap. It's not showing me his last lap, so he might have had an incident. Maybe he had a little bit of a 0x, they call them in iRacing. Possibly, but the car looks fantastic.
So I'm seeing right now we got Christensen's 8 seconds behind Shane Patterson, 7.5 now. She's catching him at quite a rate of knots, so 3 seconds a lap difference between Patterson and Christensen right now. So we'll see some movement on that before the end of the race, I suspect. And he's also lapping nearly 2 seconds faster than Steve Vella.
The guy that's doing the fastest lap times right now is this man, Jamie Christensen. He's in P8, started P1 for both the heat race to race at the grid, and for this 45-minute feature, he'll be kicking himself over just a silly mistake. 2 silly mistakes, one after the other.
That's all it takes. But real quickly,
that is a moment.
Hopefully he's not going to cop too much out of that. I'm not even seeing much damage there, actually.
Nah, you can rub the wall as long as you can glance it and get it's like square contact with that wall. You should be okay in these cars. They're pretty big, they're pretty robust, but as soon as you do a little bit of damage to that rear tyre or that rear axle, it is all over.
And Min's admin. No one tripped on the cable. It was the cleaner. The janitor came in, just unplugged the server, plugged in the vacuum cleaner. But we're all good now.
Sorry about that. Hey, if there's issues, I'm telling you, we'll have them ready and fixed by next time we go racing.
I feel like Christensen's got damage now. There was another big hit on that wall.
Yeah, there was a big hit there. He's still doing pretty big lap. Whoa, who's that in the background? What was that? No, it wasn't.
That was Shane Patterson.
Was that Shane Patterson?
That was exactly the person that.
Oh no! So Jamie Christensen made it.
So we got robbed of an on-track overtake.
Yep.
And we now have it's from.
Trying to work out all these positions. Oh, because he came into pit. So Jamie Christensen came into pits. You're right. He's got damage. He's hit that rear right. So hard.
I can see he's crabbing.
Yeah. Oh, and he missed the pits as well. What a night for Jamie. We won't let that down.
Indeed.
So this guy out front, Kenny Konomos, has got control of the race of this series so far. He's going to get himself a bag full of points as we go into this series, as we make a start to this series. I'm trying to work out where we are next week while we got a little bit of downtime. Where there's not much happening out on track. Jacob O'Reilly's putting in good lap times. He's made a heap of time on Tyson Hamner out there.
So next week we've got street stocks at the USA International Speedway.
That's going to be interesting because I have no idea.
So here's what our season looks like. So we've got 10 races. So the Cadillac CTS at Charlotte Roval. Street stocks at
I'll
USA
be there for that one. Don't worry
International.
about that. I'll definitely be there.
Oh, that's good. VW
Yep.
Beetle Light at the Phoenix International Speedway. That'll be an
That
interesting race.
is going to be fun. Tune in for that one. I'm expecting fireworks from most of the guys here when it comes to dirt ovals. I mean dirt racing.
Rookie Legends at Lanier Dirt Speedway. Then in Block 2 we've got light trucks at Wild West. Raddick at Round 6. The SR8 at the Virginia International Raceway.
Oh, now that SR8 is the actual old. What do you call them? I forget what those cars are called. They're not called an SR8, are they? I mean, it says that there on there, but I don't think it is.
You mean SRT?
I don't know. I'll look into that in a second. I'm pretty sure they're little
So then we've got
Anyway.
the trucks, the NASCAR Silverado at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. UMP Modified at the International Speedway, Dirt. MX-5s at Mountain Panorama, and then we have our final race on November the 17th, which is yet to be determined.
The MX-5s at Mount Panorama, we're 7 or 8 weeks away from that. This is going to build up to that challenge. I think we're going to have a lot of people fighting for position at that stage. We're going to have guys that are really, really good on dirt. We're going to have guys that are really, really good on road courses, like Jamie Christensen and Connor Nixon, that have actually thrown it away. So you can't afford to throw away any points when it comes to this. What I'll do for everyone at home for next time we go racing, which is going to be next Monday night, I'll try and get you guys a snapshot of what's going on all the time in the championship hunt, because it's going to be changing all the time.
There will be more movement in this season than it. Oh, a little moment there for Beaumont, who's actually moved up.
I'm waiting for the punchline here, please. Please deliver this with grace.
We've got some really bad news for you, and that I've already forgotten the tangent that I was on.
Well, hang on. You forgot. You're talking about being loose, right? And having lots of movement. Are we talking about your bowels here? What are we talking about?
Man, I thought we were keeping this PG.
I am. I said bowels, mate.
And who did we just
You're the
lose?
one in here cursing.
Steve Vella.
Yeah. So we're going to have to... what are we going to do, mate? Are we going to do some interviews with these guys, or are we just going to say, yep, that's it, well done?
Oh, have we got it?
Well, we've got to talk to Kenny.
Yeah, of course we do.
We'll just give him a quick wrap-up. I'll wrap him up. I'll get the music ready. Jacob O'Reilly, I really want to have a chat with him. Tyson Hemner, he deserves to be on a podium. He's had so many close races in other series that we do. It's going to be good to have him on the podium.
Well, this will be O'Reilly's, not only his first race, but his first time in the booth with us as well. Hopefully.
Oh, hopefully. Well, let's
Does he know the
hope
protocol?
that
Has someone told him the protocol yet?
Pretty much all you do is answer our questions, to be honest. I don't know how you do it yourself, Mitch, but
Alone in my bed.
Well, I don't like to give them too much time. I mean, we've seen them all night on track. You know, do we need to give these guys the time of day when they come into the commentary box? Yeah,
I think they deserve a bit of a brag.
Yeah, exactly right. These guys have put 45 minutes, or an hour of racing out for us to watch. Fitzroy Beaumont is pushing, trying to catch Steve Vella, which he's not going to do. How much we got left? We've got a minute left on the clock. We should get... I'm just trying to find out where Kenny is right now.
Yeah, how many laps are we going to get left?
This should be... This lap and one more lap, I think.
Yeah, plus one. This plus one.
Yeah. So that's going to be 32 laps around here. That's a really good effort for the guys out here. We were going to have about 15 races. We had a few take ill and have PC issues. I think I've got PC issues, to be honest, but that's okay. I'm sorry for everyone watching if it's a little bit cutting in and cutting and outy, but the pots and pans are playing up tonight.
Yeah, you just have to go down there and beat those children till they remember their ones and zeros. We don't ask much of them, quite frankly.
Oh, wow. I told you to keep my kids out of it, mate.
Look, just blame the Queensland education system.
Actually, I'm just watching him come through now. 9 seconds left. This is going to be touch and go.
No, he's got it.
No, he's going to cross the line.
He could have.
You're joking. He could have held it up.
Yeah, he could have jumped on the anchors there, right?
He did a 1:18.7. He could have just. He had a. What did he have? A 4-second gap. He just wanted everyone to go around again.
And Min's admin says, Mitch, pay my cleaner more or feed the children.
No, don't worry about the feeding the children. They'll work it out. I'm sure they will.
You'll come home and you'll just have one less to worry about.
Oh well, hey.
One of them's going to be fed for a couple of weeks, and you won't have to worry about the other anymore.
Exactly right. Dogs will be fed. That's fine.
You've seen, or you've read. What's the book about the children on the island?
Oh yeah, the one with Danny DeVito in it.
I don't think it's that one.
Okay.
Famous
okay.
book.
All right. So sorry, we're getting a bit off track here. Kenny Economos has run a excellent race here. He's coming through the banking section, going to the last chicane now. Excellent. So yeah, Kenny's going to come across.
Kenny?
Oh, sorry, I might have cut out there a little bit, but that's Kenny coming across the line now for a well-deserved win in our first BMG Summer Series event. Congratulations to Kenny. Jacob O'Reilly's come across for P2, and Tyson Hamner just comes across the line now in P3. Well done to the top three. I'll have a chat with you guys shortly in the commentary box. Before we do though, we'll just see, is anyone else there battling to bring it home? Fitzroy's going to come in for P7. He started in P8, so he's actually made a position in that race.
Such a tumultuous race for Fitzroy to actually finish above where he started.
Yeah, agreed.
Though I think he'll still feel disappointed in that result.
Oh, that car though, will he get this across the line? David Atkinson's done this on that car. It looks very second-hand. That engine.
Yeah, he can hit up Burlow for a new car after this.
Oh, great segue. Yeah, if you're watching this and you need a new car and yours is toast.
If yours looks like this, maybe go have a chat with Burlow and let him sort you out.
Oh no, that thing. I hope he makes it across the finish line. Who's behind him? Steve Veller is 4 laps behind. So he actually started P11. He made 2 spots, David Atkinson. He's in P9. So the never say never attitude has got him a few positions, a nice amount of points to start off with. Oh, will it get to the end? Come on, David, you can do it. Across the line for P9.
He's
well done.
willing it right across the end. Also, Min's admin says, "Did you say Fitzroy with a capital P?"
Unfortunately, that will stick.
That is, I'm right now. I am literally writing this into my notes.
Okay, so what we'll do...
got Corey Bennett here at the end as well. Where have you been, Corey, buddy?
Oh, hey, Corey Bennett, thanks for joining in and saying hello. Next time we'll see you on track, I suggest.
I bloody well hope so.
I'm trying to get these cars on track for us before we go into the waiting room. Okay, so we'll see who we got in here to have a chat with. So we got Ben Miles is in here too. He wanted to have a chat with us. Tyson Hamner, Joshua Horton, and I take it Jake 3005 is Kenny. Not sure. Oh no, Kenny's there.
I know Kenny's Kenny, but believe it or not.
Yeah, it's weird that Kenny's name is actually Kenny Conomos in here. Welcome to the chat, Conomos. That was a awesome drive. You stayed out of trouble. There's a couple of guys there that were probably a little bit quicker than you, but keeping your nose clean's paid off.
Yeah, it was exactly that. I mean, it's a shame that Connor and Jamie couldn't be there in the second race. I mean, they had me in the first one, and the second one was looking to be a pretty good race. And then, yeah, obviously just a shame he messed up the pit stop, but still a good race nonetheless. I'll take it.
No, that was in that first race, in that first 15-minute race, you did try and push Jamie as hard as you could, but yeah, he had the ultimate one lap pace for tonight. But hey, that's not what it takes to win these races. So well done to you, Kenny. And hey, thanks for jumping on board too. First round of the BMG Summer Series. It's good to have you on board. With that big lot of points, are you sticking around for some of these other dirt races?
Yeah, definitely, mate. This season is pretty cool. It's different. It's unique, and it's going to be a bunch of fun. So I'll definitely be around.
Oh, mate, I love a wrap like that. I'd like to hand it over to you. You got anyone that you want to thank for these races and getting out here? I'd imagine the family, number one, number two, us here, of course, and then go on from there.
Yeah, and thanks to the sponsors and big sponsor of this one, BMG, and just to the league and the team for getting this all together. It's going to be good.
No, it's thanks for jumping in. Hey, congratulations on P1. Nothing much to talk about championship-wise. You've just got a bag full of points. P2 in the heat race, which I think is about 25 to 40 points. I'm not quite sure, but a good 100-point total that you've taken away here. So you'll have a commanding championship lead when it comes into this. So congratulations tonight, and thanks for coming in. I'll bring in Jake as well. Jake, congratulations on P2. tough race out there. You had Tyson Hemner, your teammate, behind you. Take us through the battle that you were having with Tyson there. I think it was on lap 25 or something in that feature race. Did you think you had you?
Yeah, cheers, boys. Weird to find myself in this room after that qualifying effort, but thanks for having me. Yeah, no, Tice was mega. And sort of when we did come together, it was all super clean. So it's a lot of fun out there. Yeah, it's a good driver. Couldn't believe I
Yeah,
found
as
my
you
way
guys
past
come
him.
through, yeah, turn 1, turn 2, going too wide, and you had the optimal line going through there. So after that, I think Tyson sort of gave you enough space, and you put the foot down, so to speak. But mate, it's good to have you in here. Great to have you in the com box for the first time in this series. Hopefully, it's not the last. Can you give us a bit of a rundown of what you're into? I did see you in the Scops yesterday. Had a pretty yep. I know. We won't go there too much. But you teamed up with Benny Faulkner, which is which has been running this series. Good relationship you got there.
Yeah, look, that's pretty new. He sort of stepped up last minute to help me out with the enduros, and sort of how I found my way to be part of VM. So he's been awesome. I know it's not his standard drive for him, but he put in a ton of work, and yeah, it was a really, really good co-driver. We're happy to finish 12th, I think, in the first Scops race yesterday. So
yes, first Scops race was where you want to be. I think your teammates were just ahead of you, or yeah, I think so. P11, I think they finished. But yeah, that was a cool drive to watch you guys. But this drive you did here probably takes the cake, because having guys out there, I know Jamie Christensen is mega fast, and seeing him bin it, I knew it was going to be on at the front there. And then also seeing Connor Nixon, he just can pick these cars up and go pretty quick. So getting onto the podium here is a pretty good feat.
100%. I haven't really driven this track before, to be honest, and this car it's new to me as well. But sort of got it by the end and sort of started to get a feel for it there. And I was never going to touch Kenny; he's too quick. But I think Jamie did me a favour there. Probably wouldn't be in here if he hadn't have graciously stepped aside for me. So.
Oh, of course. He absolutely gave up the ghost there. He actually didn't pit. That was the biggest problem. So compound interest for poor Jamie out there. Didn't pit, and then had a massive mistake going into turn 3. So congratulations tonight. Great, a lot of points for you as well as it goes into this. Do you fancy yourself an oval guy or a dirt guy as well?
Dirt, not so much. Ovals I've raced a bit. I really enjoy ovals. Dirt, I think it's going to be a new experience. A lot to learn, but looking forward to it.
It's good to hear that, and we'll see you through the series. Good luck for the rest of the series, and have a good night, mate. I'll jump on to Tyson Hamner now.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, and thanks everyone who made the race happen.
Tyson, P3. Did you think you were going to be there in the end, mate? Because we have written you off early on that one, mate.
If it wasn't for Connor binning it, I think lap 1, lap 2, definitely not. And then obviously Jamie, don't know what happened. I was too far back to see what happened. Missing the pit and not pitting with the rest of us. Yeah.
I'll let you watch the replay, because we all watched that many a times. Him absolutely binning himself into turn 3. So no, the battle you had in that race, which was probably the highlight of the race for me, was that battle you had with your teammate Jacob, going through turn 1, 2, and 3. You thought you had him at that stage?
I didn't realise how good of a run he had before the start finish. Obviously didn't want to go too wide into the last chicane, because that would have just meant both of us would have been race over. So I slid in behind him, hoping he would overshoot that corner, which I think he did, because I got a better exit out of there. And then just couldn't quite get the drive out of 1, and you obviously had a bit more grip on the outside. So yeah, just to give yourselves a bit of racing room and allow you to get through. And yeah, we got through unscathed, and yeah, just kept going.
Your lap pace was very, very good. You guys are all in the 17s on your fastest lap. When it comes to the late in that race with the tyres, were they starting to die off?
Yeah, they were dead pretty much instantly. But by the time I could see Jake was just getting a nice consistent run, and I could see that I was gapping gapping Oliver pretty easily too. So I just thought, I'm not going to risk it. This car's really, really twitchy at the click of the finger. So it's just a matter of just managing it. And yeah, I was happy with P3. Didn't think I was quick enough for the other two positions. So just consolidate and get a podium. Yeah, pretty happy.
Well, for you guys, for Kenny, Jacob, and yourself, a massive amount of points to start this season. That's going to be an absolute mixed bag when we get to the end, when we get to Mount Panorama and MX5. So every point that you can get right now is going to pay dividends later on. Championship starts now, and you guys have had a really good start to it.
Yeah, I'm not really the best oval driver too. That's going to be my Achilles heel, I think, and probably the dirt stuff. I'm not really sure, but I'm looking forward to the radical when it comes across.
That's what it's called, the radical. There, we're just trying to work out what it was called.
Yeah, probably not the track. I'm not. When Ben told me the track combo, I thought I could think of a better combo that's free, but I'll cop VIR.
We've always got more time to do it.
Yeah, so no, that'll be. I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, the oval and dirt road stuff, and I think we've got rallycross if I'm not mistaken.
We do.
Yeah. So the dirt stuff's not really my forte. So I'll see how we go. If we get a good result, we get a good result. If not, it is what it is, and yeah, we'll just try and get some good road results.
Well, thank you for turning up for one. Great result from yourself, and hope to see you next week on Monday, if everyone's watching at home. Next week, Monday, 6 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. Jump on there. We might have some new overlays and stuff by then, hopefully. Thanks for joining us, Tyson.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Cheers.
Mitch, you were very quiet during that.
When the experts are speaking, I keep my mouth shut.
Oh, you called me an expert now. That's not what you said off the broadcast just before.
You get one compliment the whole season and it's done. So we can go back
I'll
to
take
banter.
it. I will take it, and thank you very much. Great racing tonight. Not the closest racing I would have expected from a field of this caliber. It's a pity that we lost Connor and Jamie Christensen there, because I think that was going to heat up to be something pretty special. They've only got two more road races here to really put it on and get some points. But yeah, the short oval stuff next week is really going to mix it up.
Do we have the safety cars in the short oval?
I'd imagine we will. I don't know how it's going to work. Look, I said right at the start of this that it's going to be, we're jumping in the deep end. We've never done dirt before. We've never done dirt ovals before, and we definitely haven't done short ovals before in these cars. So we don't know, and that's what makes it pretty special as well. We're going to have guys in the race control that are going to be new to it too, so anything can happen, anything will happen. If you're watching this and you enjoyed what were watching tonight, jump on board. We advertise everywhere, you'll find it there. Jump on the ANZ what's it on? It's the Vermilion Motorsport Facebook page. It's on there.
There's also a Discord as well that you can find us on.
Yep, and if you need to ask, just ask in the chat here. We'll give you all the information you need to get onto there as well. It's been a good night. I've enjoyed it. We've done 2 hours of broadcasting. Sorry if there's any hiccups with what we were doing, but we're only human, and the pots and pans can only do as much as they can do. So thank you, Mitch, for jumping on board with this, and hopefully we can. It's only up from here, mate.
Yeah, this has been my absolute pleasure. I'm glad to finally be in the casting booth with you as well. It's been long overdue, I feel.
It feels natural, don't you think?
This feels good.
It feels like that Bob Ross livery we saw right there. Of who had that on? That was I'll see if I can find it on track. But anyway, yeah, it's Steve Vella. But I'll hand it over to you, Mitchell, because you came up with this really good outro to talk about. So I'll let you take it from here. Over to you, Mitchell Patterson.
All right, this has been round 1 of the BMG Summer Series powered by ANZ. To everyone in chat and everyone watching in the replay, we'll catch you later, you bunch of useless gallards.
Wow, I enjoyed that. See you later.